disagree.
I don't disagree.
That
hierarchy
can be productive. Or necessary. But in this space, established system of hierarchy is going to be more problematic than helpful, given that no person here has inherent authority over any other person. Unless there is a way to have consensus of 2,000 people for any single action item. There is no way to enforce a hierarchy without becoming undemocratic
and non-inclusive. Let me just see if there's a...
In response to that, maybe there is no official hierarchy. But there is clearly an implicit hierarchy. In that the facilitation process is not known to all. And normal human dynamics are what they are.
Given that what normal human dynamics are what they are.
There always ends up being an in-group that seems to know what's going on.
It always seems to be an in-group that knows what's going on.
And this can lead to weird results. Such as last night. When some weird bunch of kids got in the middle of the fountain in Washington Square. Said, let's do this crazy thing that's going to totally change the dynamics of the movement, and it was not transparent, it was not democratic.
It was not transparent, it was not democratic.
The principles of the General Assembly have to hold for any kind of collective action that is perpetuated of Occupy Wall Street. Any kind of
social grouping explicit hierarchy
is indeed not possible unless we provide some individuals with authority based on some merits that is currently unclear.
Does anyone else have any questions? That's fine. Go.
Okay, I actually have a comment. Which is that the idea of leadership is different than the idea of hierarchy. And to me, I'm looking for people that have useful and good ideas that may be able to provide me some leadership. But I'm not looking for people to order me around. I've had plenty of that in my life.
It is possible to share best practices on ways to organize. This is indeed the purpose of this teaching and many others. There are many resources that you can access on the internet on best practices in social fora and radical democracy. However, we are currently talking about the particular issue of organizing people in this physical space, which is more limiting as a discussion than the broader concern of organizing social
Social movements.
Social movements.
Do you have a cohort
Of the sign
of a sign
readers to visitors at this park.
at this park? Yeah, so we have multiple information desks in the front, in the middle, and in the back.
Have